right, it is just another Manic Monday, and this Manic Monday brings us to History Maker Baseball, the last of the games in our rotation. We've gone through several. We've gone through many different board games, and this is the last one in the first round. After this, we go back and recycle what we started with. And this, again, is a June 24th game played at Fenway Park between the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox, played June 24th, 2018. I'm going to replay that game on History Maker Baseball as part of Manic Monday. I thought I was going to get to have Susanna Hoffs make a special appearance, but she told me she couldn't make it and just told me I was a sad sack and to leave her alone. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and sally forth without her. So first thing we're going to do is I went back to the June 23rd game and took the results from that to determine hot and cold batters and who won the last game, which was the prior game was won by Seattle. So if we do the game day checks, we're going to roll 1d6. If it's a 1, then Seattle will be harmonious. If it's 2 or higher, we'll have to roll the decider die and go to the mood finder. So this is for Seattle, see if it's a 1 or not. It is not. So we go to the mood finder chart. Is Seattle ready to win today? They are. So they are going to be off the sunny chart. Let's roll off the sunny chart. It's a 1, which is batting coach. So we'll go to the batting coach on a 1 and a 4. So we go to the batting coach. A 1 and a 4 is a major perk with a reserve. Don't know how well that shows up on the glare there. A major perk with a reserve. So let's find out what reserve we're talking about. It's a 5. So the reserve is a reserve infielder. So let's see who the reserve infielder is going to be. Or sorry, let's see what the major perk is going to be. 6. Major perk is going to be Delta rating till further notice. Reroll and Delta rating chart on back. So we'll see if that comes into play. If any of the players have a Delta rating, let's see who's on the bench for Seattle that would get that perk. And it's going to be Ben Gamel. So Ben Gamel is on the bench for Seattle in this game. He does have a Delta rating, so we're going to give him that little boost. But more importantly for Seattle, they are semi-harmonious. So now let's go to the Red Sox, who lost the previous game to 4, so they are not necessarily dissonant. So we're going to go to the mood finder. Are the Red Sox ready to win today? Yes, they are. So we're going to roll off again the sunny chart. 4 is front office. So we're going to go to the front office and see what happens there. Front office. A 1 on the front office says minor perk with a player. Let's find out which player we're talking about. So 3, the player is starting infielder. Okay, which starting infielder? 2, second baseman. So the second baseman starting today is Edwin Nunez. Let's see what his minor perk is. It's a 1. Minor perk. He is happy this game. So make that note that Nunez is happy this game. And what that means basically is that if we go to a chemistry chart check for the Sox as a team, they are semi-harmonious. But if Nunez happens to be batting, then he will get the harmonious without this decider die. He'll be fully harmonious when it's his at bat. So that's just what we're going to go by there. Just wanted to show those game day checks very quickly for those who had not seen it before. So thought I would do that just to mix it up a little bit. Now, like I said, this is a game played June 24th, 2018. And let's see who's the starting players for each of these teams. So we need to figure that out. And let's take a look here and listen in for the starting lineups.
Let's give you a look at the Seattle Mariners starting lineup here this afternoon. It'll be D. Gordon at the very top. He's at second base, hitting .291. Mitch Haniger in right field, 16 homers. He's driven at 58. Nelson Cruz, the DH, the most dangerous man in their lineup, 20 home runs. Ryan Healy at first, Kyle Seager at third base. Guillermo Heredia will patrol center field. Mike Zunino does the catching. He's got some power. Denard Span in left. And Andrew Romine at shortstop hitting ninth. Is the Red Sox starter, Brought to you by your New England Audi dealers. Chris Sale against Minnesota last time. Southwest Airlines. It's Kelly from Wellesley, Mass.
Thanks, Mr. O'Brien. In the infield, Rafael Devers at third base, Xander Bogaerts at shortstop, Eduardo Nunez at second, and Mitch Moreland at first. In the outfield, Andrew Benintendi in left, Jackie Bradley Jr. in center, Mookie Betts in right, and Sandy Leone doing the catching for Chris Sale.
Umpires brought to you by Toyota's website for deals. BuyAToyota.com. Bruce Dreckman behind the plate. Chad Fairchild at first, Estabrook at second, Marquez at third base. Alfonso is the crew chief.
All right, so there you have the umpires for today's game, and this is the reserves board for the bullpen and the bench. So I've got that off to the side just to give me more room, but did want to go ahead and let everybody know about those umpires, and we'll bring them back if they come into play. All right, so those festivities are out of the way. Let's get our playbook into position, and we'll get ready to go here on Manic Monday, June 24th, 2018. Red Sox and Mariners. Chris Sale against Marco Gonzalez. A couple of lefties going at it. And in case the scorebook, I don't think I'm going to be able to put the score sheet completely on the camera because of the trying to fit the game board and the game book in, but I'll hopefully have something to remedy that, and that is these little game pieces. So I'm going to put these game pieces on the bases as the base runners advance, and I'm also going to be using this D10 to measure outs. So I have a 1 here when there's 1 out. When it becomes 2 outs, I'll switch it to 2. Whoops. I'll switch it to 2, and then so forth. So right now, of course, we are starting with nobody out. So hopefully that works okay, and we'll leave the little guys there. Well, I better put them over to the side just in case. All right, so D. Gordon's going to lead things off for us, and against Chris Sale, lefty on lefty matchup. D. Gordon is a scrapper and he's eager, but he is semi-active. So if he gets on base, he's a threat to steal for sure. All right, we're underway here on Manic Monday, and it would help if I roll all 3 dice, wouldn't it? All right, we got a 1-4-6, and a 1-4-6 says, does the pitcher have flash? Well, let's look at Chris Sale, and you better believe he has double flash actually. So Chris Sale with the double flash. I'll put his card. I'll put his card here so you can see it better. And I'll put the pitcher and the batter cards here so you can see the matchups. Perhaps let's move this over just a touch so that you can see that. Maybe that works better than trying to see him up on the stadium. So 1-4-6 is a flash. He has double flash, so that means that not only will D. Gordon strike out, but the next man up, Mitch Haniger, since does not have a good eye, he will strike out as well. So 2 strikeouts in 1 shot here for Chris Sale, and that's that benefit of the double flash. 2 quick outs, and here comes Nelson Cruz. He is the designated hot batter from the first game or previous game, and you can see I'm changing the 2 to make it 2 outs. All right, so here is Cruz facing Sale. 3-3-6. Ace or dynamic? Yes, he's an ace. So that means it's a fly out to center field, and that's going to end the inning. Didn't even need the little pegs because nobody got on base. And it is in red, so we're going to the experience chart on the very first batter in the bottom of the first. So we will bring in Mookie Betts to get that started for him. And Marco Gonzalez, the lefty, is on the mound, and we'll get some more updates on that.
Thanks, Mr. O'Brien. Leading off for the Red Sox, the right fielder, Mookie Betts, and left fielder, Andrew Benintendi. The DH, J.D. Martinez. Batting fourth at first base, Mitch Moreland. The shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. The second baseman, Eduardo Nunez. At third base, Rafael Devers. The catcher, Sandy Leone. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Colin, thank you so much. Mookie Betts, 342, 19 homers, 39 driven in. Did not play last night. A Red Sox loss under the weather. as Marco Gonzalez, the left-hander, 7-4, 3.80 ERA.
All right, so there you have it. There's your lineups, and Mookie Betts stepping in. Start off the bottom of the first against Gonzalez, who's got flash and double control. It's a 1-3-5. That's the unusual play, and the blue 1 means we're bringing the umpires into play. So let's gingerly, actually, you know what? Might be better off to put the umpires here at Fenway Park. Let's go ahead and do that. Dreckman's behind the plate, Fairchild's at first, Estabrooks at second, and Marquez is at third. So we'll leave them there. And we're going to the bases empty umpire chart. See what becomes of that. 1-6. 1-6 says strict umpire at home. No, Dreckman is semi-questionable. He's not strict. If he was strict, check swing disallowed, strike 3. Other umpires, ball 4, it's a walk. So Mookie Betts is going to draw the walk as Dreckman does not ring him up. Dreckman does not ring him up, so Mookie Betts will reach, to the dismay of Marco Gonzalez, who thought he had something going there, but did not happen. Scott Service not happy either. Here's Andrew Benintendi, and now I've got the marker with the runner at first. 4-4-5. 4-4-5. Workman. He's not a workman. Patient. Is he patient? No, he's not. So it's going to be a ground out to first, and with a lead die of 4, that's going to be a runner advancement. So it's almost like a sacrifice as Betts makes it over to second base with now 1 away. So that'll bring up JD Martinez, the DH. 3-5-6, that's the left-right split, and Gonzalez is a lefty, JD's a righty, so that's a base hit. And with a lead die of 3, that'll bring home the go-ahead run, or the first run of the game, actually, as Mookie Betts comes around to score on the RBI single by JD Martinez, and it's 1-0 Red Sox here in the bottom of the first. That lefty-righty split. So good thing he was a right-handed hitter against that lefty Gonzalez. Now here's lefty on lefty Mitch Moreland. 2-2-3. 2-2-3. Is he wild? No, he's got double control. It's slugger or utility. He is a slugger, so that means he's going to line out to short unless he's a whiffer. He's a semi-whiffer. The side or die says no, so the line out to short will hold. That's out number 2. And Mitch Moreland is the designated hot batter entering this game based on yesterday's results. So now there are 2 away for Xander Bogaerts. Runner still at first. 2-3-6, that's double control, and he has it. Usually that's an automatic walk, but instead it's a ground out to the pitcher, and it would be 2 outs, but that's the 3rd out of the inning, and you don't carry this over. So it's just a ground ball back to Gonzalez to end the inning. But the JD Martinez single gives the Sox the lead 1-0 as we go to the 2nd inning of play. And it'll be Sale back out on the bump, taking on Ryan Healy for the Mariners. First baseman, Healy. 2-4-4. 2-4-4. Is he an ace? Yes, he is an ace. It's a fly out to center field. 1 away, and Healy is out of there. So Healy is gone. Actually, no, I'm going to do, I'll have one that's already pre-assigned to 0, and one is pre-assigned to 1. And that way I can mess with the other one, making it 2 in between at bats. Maybe that will help speed things up a little bit. Here's Kyle Seager. Lefty on lefty, 1-4-6. Flash. Yes, he's got the double flash. So once again, Seager will strike out because of the double flash, and Heredia will strike out right behind him. So 2 strikeouts in a row again will do it. And that's going to end the inning, as that double flash, really a great quality to have along with double control. Those double qualities really come into play. So that's it for the Mariners. 3 up, 3 down. They're gone quickly here in the bottom of the 2nd. And now Marco Gonzalez back out will be facing Eduardo Nunez. Nunez stepping up. 1-1-6. Is he fresh? Yes, it's a strikeout. So 1 away. That will bring up Rafael Devers. 2-4-5. 2-4-5. Blank for the pitcher. Is he a hero? No, he's not a hero. He will pop to second, and that's in red. So we are going to the experience chart for the next at bat. Sandy Leon is a semi-icon and Gonzalez is neutral. I'm not using any manager cards. I'm just going to play it straight. So we've got a semi-icon against a neutral pitcher. And they're both neutral. 5-6. Icon pitcher, no. If he was, it'd be a pop to short. Otherwise, we have infield drama. So infield drama for the Mariners. And in their infield, Healy is semi-iron and so is Romine. So they want to avoid hitting the ball to those two if they can. And I forgot to change the outs, didn't I? To make it 2, because there are 2 outs. So here's Leon. 3-5 on the infield drama. 3-5. Third baseman, iron. Nope. Seager is not iron. If he was, it'd be a single. Otherwise, it's a routine ground out. So Seager was able to make the play. And that's going to do it for the Red Sox here in the 2nd inning. So, nothing doing for the Sox. They still maintain the 1-0 lead. And we go to the 3rd. Chris Sale will be facing Mike Zunino. Number 7 hitter, followed by Span and Romine. 1-1-6. Is he fresh? Yes, we're in the 3rd inning, so he's still fresh. And that is a strikeout. Strikeout number 5 already for Chris Sale in 2 1/3 innings. So here is Denard Span. 4-5-5. Flash, yes, he does have double flash. He's going to get it again. Span strikes out, and so does Romine. So he did it again. All 3 innings, he's hit that double flash. And that has just whitewashed the Mariners. They are out of there. 3 up, 3 down. Chris Sale striking out. Let's see here. He struck out. Did I count this right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He struck out 7 of the 9 batters he's faced. So that double flash has just really served him well. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Jackie Bradley Jr. is on. Face Marco Gonzalez. 1-4-4. Does he have flash? Yes, he does. But we also have the goggles. So we got to check the goggles. And can't really see it on camera, so I'll bring it up here a little bit so you can see it better. 1-4-4. Questionable or leaning umpire calls ball 4. Well, he's semi-questionable. When I rolled the dice, the decider die came up, so he is going to be questionable. Bruce Dreckman, he is questionable. So that turns that strikeout into a walk. So how about that? So the Sox get a break because Dreckman was a little questionable on that. And again, Gonzalez is barking at Breckman a little bit. Got to be careful. Can't argue balls and strikes or you get tossed. And but there's some chirping from the Mariner dugout as they aren't happy about the strike zone of Breckman. He's been generous with the Chris Sale, but not with Gonzalez. So that's a leadoff walk to Jackie Bradley. And that brings up Mookie Betts. Betts 4-5-5. Flash, yes, he's got flash. Does Betts have a good eye? No, he does not, so it is a strikeout. And Betts is out of there. 1 away. And that will bring up Benintendi, lefty on lefty. 1-2-6. Is he fresh? Yes, he is. We're in the 3rd inning, so he's still fresh. So it's a line out to second for out number 2. And that's going to bring up JD Martinez. He had that big single, RBI single his first trip. 2-2-5. 2-2-5 star. No, he's not a star. Is he slugger or sad sack? He is a semi-slugger. Decider die says he's a slugger, so he's going to pop it up to right field. But he also says if he's a whiffer, he strikes out. He's a semi-whiffer, so that makes him a whiffer. And Martinez will be out of there on strikes. So 3 innings are in the books here at Fenway, and it's 1-0 Sox over the Mariners. And Chris Sale going to come back out and see if he can dominate some more. We'll show our after 3 innings in-game box score, or not box score, but in-game score sheet. There you have it. After 3 innings, it's 1-0 Sox. And if you look up here, you see nothing but K's pretty much. 7 out of 9. Now both pitchers will turn to semi-freshness now since we're in the 4th. So here's D. Gordon, going to give it a go, see if he has better luck. 1-1-6. Is he fresh? No. Decide or die took it away from him this time, so there won't be a strikeout. Is he utility or sad sack? He's neither one. It's going to be a single to left field for D. Gordon. So the fact that Sale is not fresh caught up with him on that one. So D. Gordon's aboard. Brings up Mitch Haniger. 3-4-5. Iron catcher. No, Leone is not iron. Does he have a good eye? No, he does not. He's going to strike out. So another strikeout for Sale. Strikeout number 8. And that's one away. Strikeout number 8. That will bring up, if I can get them apart here, that will bring up Nelson Cruz, and that strikeout was in blue. So we're going to the right now chart for this next at bat. And Cruz is neutral. Actually, Cruz is hot because he's a designated hot batter, and Chris Sale is semi-hot from that strikeout. So it's hot against semi-hot. Now they're both hot. 1-2. Hot batter, yes. Zeroes in on choice pitch, knocks into right field for a single. He does have a delta, but that's only for a hit by pitch, not for extra base hits. So I don't think, I'm trying to figure out if that delta means anything. I'm not used to playing with the delta ratings, as you may imagine. I don't think it does, though. At least I'm not going to play it that way. Usually when you get a delta, oh, it says if batter has delta rating, use that result instead of the result from the mini chart. Okay, so he does have a delta rating. It will not be a single. Instead, it will be a hit by pitch. So that's what we're supposed to do with that. As you can see right there, he's got a hit by pitch delta rating. So when we hit that single with a delta, this little part down here says if batter has delta rating, use that result instead of the mini chart. So it will be a hit by pitch, not a base hit. Still going to be a one base advancement for the runner, so in reality it kind of works out the same, but it just means that Nelson Cruz has a propensity for being hit by a lot of pitches, I guess. So 2 on with 1 out, back to the main board, and it's going to be Ryan Healy. 1-3-6. Is he an ace? Yes, you better believe it. He struck him out. He's not of a good eye, so he's out on strikes. Strikeout number 9 for Chris Sale in less than 4 innings. Here's Kyle Seager. 2-5-6. He's not a struggler. Is he champion or patient? He's neither one. Infield drama. So infield drama for the Sox, and we'll check their defensive prowess in the infield for Boston. Moreland is semi-gold. Devers is iron. Everybody else is neutral. So Moreland will be gold if he's called upon. 1-3. Third baseman iron. Yes, he is. Devers is iron, so it's safe on an error. So an error, and that will load the bases. E5 will load the bases, and that'll bring up Heredia with the bases loaded and 2 outs. So a little trouble here for Sale. He needs that strikeout pitch to help him out. And since it's the first base on an error, that was in purple, so we're going to the chemistry chart. So that might take it out of Sale's hands right there. Forgot to change this and make this a 2. My bad. There are 2 outs. Didn't catch that at first. All right, so we are at the chemistry chart for Heredia's at bat. Both teams semi-harmonious, and they're both harmonious. 2-5. Pitching team dissonance. No. Lack of hustle. Modestly hit ball drops in for a single if they were dissonant. Since they're not, to fly out to right. So that means that Betts was not lollygagging. He made the catch, and the Mariners leave them loaded. So Sale pitches out of that mess and keeps the Mariners off the board, and keeps the Sox with a 1-0 lead, and gives his team a chance to add to that. So Marco Gonzalez comes back out. Of course, he is not fresh either. He's semi-fresh because we're in the 4th inning. So here's Mitch Moreland. 2-5-5. Is he a star? No, he's not. Is he a home run king? No, he's a slugger, not a home run king. So he's going to fly to left. And that's 1 away for Mitch Moreland. That'll bring up Xander Bogaerts. 1-3-6. Is he an ace? No. Whiffer or cold? Bogaerts is a semi-whiffer. Desire Die says he's a whiffer, so he will strike out. So Bogaerts down on strikes. 2 up, 2 down. That brings up Eduardo Nunez, second base. 336. Ace or dynamic? No. Sad sack, utility, or patient? He's none of that. He's actually eager. So it's a single for Eduardo Nunez. 2-out single. And it's in red. I keep forgetting to change the outs, don't I? It's in red. So that means we're going to the experience chart. Devers is a semi-prospect. Gonzalez is neutral. And again, we're not using any manager cards, so we're playing it as it lies, to use a golf analogy. All right, they're both neutral. 2-4. Icon batter. No, he's not an icon batter. If he was, he would deliver a single. Otherwise, he grounds to short. So Devers grounds it over to Romine to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Sox. They're out of there. 4 innings in the books from Fenway. It's still 1-0 favor of the Sox. Now Chris Sale coming back out. He's got 9 strikeouts in 4 innings, so he's definitely dealing. And here is Mike Zunino, number 7 hitter. 1-2-4, control. Yes, he does have control. It's a ground out to short. By Bogarts, 1 away. And that'll bring up Denard Span, the veteran, lefty on lefty. 3-4-6. Blank for the pitcher is Span eager. He is semi-eager, but the desired eye is a blank. So instead, he will walk. Active will steal, but they're rating him as semi-stoic, so I guess in his old age, he probably is. It's a walk to Span. It is a walk to Span. And that's in purple, so we're going to the chemistry chart for Romine at bat. Both teams neutral now, 2-6. Batting team harmony, note they're neutral. If they were harmonious, it'd be a single. Otherwise, it's a ground out to second. Lead dive 2, that's a fielder's choice. So it's a 4-6 fielder's choice as Nunez flips to Bogarts for out number 2. And I forgot to put my little men out there, didn't I? A lot of stuff going on here that I can't keep track of, I guess. All right, so 2 outs, runner at first. Back to the top of the order, and D. Gordon. 1-3-3 for Gordon. Is he a slugger? No, he's a scrapper, so he's going to fly to left. And that's going to do it for the Mariners in the 5th. No strikeouts for Sale, so he's stuck at 9. But 9 through 5 is still quite an accomplishment. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 1-0 Sox. Sandy Leone, the catcher, will lead things off, followed by Bradley and then Betts. 1-3-4, gold catcher Zunino is a semi-gold catcher. Desired eye says he's gold, so it's a strikeout unless Leone has a good eye, which he does not. So he framed that pitch well, and Druckman rung him up. So there's 1 away for Jackie Bradley. 1-1-6, is he fresh? Yes, Desired eye gives it to him. Another strikeout. So Gonzalez ringing up the K's. 2 outs, base is empty for Mookie Betts. 2-3-4. Nobody's on base. Is he a hot batter? Mookie Betts is not a hot batter. He struck out last time. So he pops to third. And the inning's over. So Gonzalez trying to hang with Sale and doing a pretty good job of it so far. Just gave it that run in the first, but he's been solid since. We go to the 6th. It's still 1-0 favor of the Sox. And now this is the last inning of semi-freshness potentially for Sale, but if he keeps the shutout going, he'll keep the semi-freshness going. Gonzalez will definitely only have semi-freshness this inning. So it's Mitch Haniger to lead things off. Haniger is 0 for 2. He struck out twice. 1-4-5. Struggler, no. It's a ground out to third. 1 away. And Haniger is out of there. That brings up Nelson Cruz, the hot batter for the game. 4-5-6. Is he patient? No, he's not. It's a fly to center. So 2 down. And that result is in purple. So we're going to the chemistry chart for the at-bat of Ryan Healy. Both neutral, 4-5. Batting team harmony. Nope, they're not harmonious. They're neutral. If they were harmonious, he would walk. Otherwise, it's a ground out to the infielder of our choice. We'll say he grounds to Bogarts. 3 up, 3 down. That's going to do it for the Mariners. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 1-0 Sox. No strikeouts again for Sale, but still sailing along, so to speak. despite not getting the strikeouts. He's still got 9 for the game, which is quite an accomplishment. Here's Benintendi. Last inning of semi-freshness for Gonzalez. Benintendi, 2-4-6, control. Yes, he's got double control. So not only will Benintendi ground to the pitcher, but the next batter, Martinez, will also ground to Gonzalez. So back-to-back ground outs to the pitcher for 2 quick outs, and that's where that double control, those double qualities come into play. Right there, 2 quick outs. And here's Mitch Moreland. 2-2-3, wild, no, slugger or utility. He is a slugger. So that means he's going to line it to short unless he's a whiffer. He's a semi-whiffer. Decider Die says he's a whiffer. So down on strikes goes Moreland. And we're just motoring along here through 6 innings. It is 1-0 Sox. Expected more runs than this. But both pitchers seem to be on their game. Let's give an updated score sheet after 6 innings so we can see where we stand. Right there, it is a 1-0 ball game, and both pitchers on their game. So right now, Sale is pitching a 1-hitter, and if you want to be snarky about it, I guess it's a 2-hitter because he hit a batter. So maybe that counts against his his hits. The only hit has been D. Gordon. He's been the only one that's got a hit so far. The Sox, with their hits, they've only gotten 2 hits. Martinez had that big RBI single, and Nunez had a single. Other than that, that's it. So 2 hits for the Sox and 1 hit for the Mariners through 6. So we start at the top of the 7th. Sale will continue semi-freshness because he has a shutout going, whereas Gonzalez loses all types of freshness. So Sale will be facing Seager, third baseman Kyle Seager, to lead it off. It'll be Seager, Heredia, and Zunino. 2-6-6. He is the leadoff batter, so it's going to be a single right there. The leadoff batter of the inning, he gets a single. So that's where the leadoff batter part comes into play, and he gets the base hit. So leadoff single for Seager. Here's Heredia. 3-6-6. Is he a pinch hitter? No, he's not. Fly to center. 1 away. So we have 2 rolls in a row, 1 for the leadoff man and 1 for a pinch hitter. So kind of interesting little perks there. Here's Zunino. 4-5-6. Is he patient? He's eager, so he's not patient. He's going to fly to center. 2 down, and that's in purple. So we are going back to a place we've been quite a bit today, and that's the chemistry chart for the bat of Denard Span. So Span rolling against Sale on the chemistry chart. 1-2, they're both neutral. 1-2, padding team distance, no. Strike 3, you're out if they were distant. Otherwise, fence check. So we got a fence check for Denard Span, and he is a semi-slugger. So we go to this fence check, semi-slugger. If he gets the slugger, then a 5 and a 6 would be a home run. If he doesn't get the slugger, then a 6 is a home run. Anything else will be kept in the ballpark. But runners could score. The runner on first could score. It's a 5, but he's not a slugger. But still, it's a triple. It is a triple for Denard Span. That's going to score Seager, and we are tied at a run apiece. So Denard Span, a big 2-out triple, and it is a 1-1 ball game. And Sale is maybe starting to fade here. Throwing a lot of pitches with those strikeouts early, so the Sox bullpen is going. They do have activity down there. Matt Barnes is loosening, the righty. So here's Romine, chance to give Seattle the lead. 4-5-6. Is he patient? No, he's not. It's a fly to center, and that's going to end the inning. But the Mariners pick up the run to tie the score at 1 apiece. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch time. I don't have any music prepared, so we're just going to keep going. Had too many other things going on. So now I've got to decide, is Marco Gonzalez going to pitch? Because he doesn't have any more freshness. But he's pitching so well, you'd hate to take him out. Now the last result was in purple, so if we bring in a new pitcher that would override that, we would not go to the chemistry chart. If I keep Gonzalez in there, we will go to the chemistry chart. So we're gonna go ahead and keep Gonzalez in there, and we are going to the chemistry chart. Although for the Mariners, Juan Nicasio, the right-hander, is loosening. Actually, I take it back. It's Alex Colomé, who they picked up from Tampa. He's loosening, the right-hander. So here's Bogaerts against Gonzalez on the chemistry chart. To start the bottom of the 7th, they're both neutral, 4-4. Pitching team dissonance, nope. If they were, it'd be a double. Otherwise, it's a deep fly that caught by the center fielder. So center fielder Heredia on his horse makes the catch since they weren't dissonant. And there's one away. That'll bring up Eduardo Nunez. 3-5-6, that's a left-right split. I should have brought the right-hander in and didn't do it, and it bit me in the butt. 3-5-6 is that left-right split. Nunez is a righty. Gonzalez is a lefty. It's a base hit. So I don't think about that left-right split very often. Well, when I don't think about it, it bites me, and it did it right there. Had I brought in Colome, that would have been a strikeout, but I didn't do it. Now we got lefty on lefty again, so I'm going to keep him in there against Devers. 4-6-6. Does he have control? Yes, he's got double control, which means he gives up 2 hits in a row. So look at that. That's where this really kills you. The double control on this really hurts you because you're going to give up 2 singles in a row. Tipping his pitches, says pitch red, so he must be tipping his pitches late in the game. So Devers singles, and that moves Nunez to 3rd, and then Leon follows with a single of his own to score Nunez and move Devers to 3rd, and that's going to be it for Gonzalez. He's going to have to come out of there. We will get a pitching change for the Mariners, as that double control really hurt him on that one. And it's going to be Jackie Bradley Jr. stepping to the plate. He's a lefty, but they're going to go ahead and bring in Colome anyway because they can't wait any longer. And he is going to be he's already an ace. He's already a semi-ace. He will be an ace and a half because he gets that bump coming in mid-inning. Runners are at the corners. Runners at the corners with 1 out. So double play depth. 2-1 Red Sox now here in the bottom of the 7th. And Bradley facing Colome. 2-3-4 runners on base. You bet there are. We got plate drama. So plate drama it is. See what the catcher or pitcher has to say. 5-5. Control pitcher. Yes, he is a control pitcher. Pinpoint pitch caught him looking strike. Otherwise, it would have been a wild pitch. So there's no wild pitch. It's just a strike. But it's in orange. So that means we go to the umpire chart with runners at the corners. Could be a big factor here on the umpire chart, right on this part right here. See what happens. 3-4 with a decider die. 3-4 questionable. Umpire at 2nd. Yes, Mike Estabrook is questionable. So he is questionable. 3-4 questionable. Umpire at 2nd. Calls runner safe at 2nd despite on-time throw. Other umpires rule runner out, batter out, other scores. So they're not going to get the double play because Mike Estabrook called Sandy Leon safe at 2nd. Don't know how he missed that one, but he's questionable. It would have been a double play, but instead it's going to be a ground out RBI. Now the batter, Bradley, is out. Calling it 4-3. I guess we'll call it 4-3. So I might call it 4-6-3, I guess, because they were trying for the force and it didn't work. So out number 2, but the run will score. Run does score with a runner now at 2nd base. That is safe. There's now 3-1, and that run is charged to Gonzalez. So we can close the book on Gonzalez, I think. Nope, Leon's at 2nd, so we can't close the book on Gonzalez. He is responsible for Leon. And now Mookie Betts coming up. Runner at 2nd and 2 outs. Mookie Betts, 3-1 Sox. 2-2-4, pitching at home. Nope, we're at Fenway, so it's not going to help Colome. Is he a slugger? Yes, he is. It's a double to left by Mookie Betts. And now you can close the book on Gonzalez because he's just given up his 4th run. He has given up his 4th run as Leon trots across the plate. It's now 4-0 in favor of the Red Sox. 4 runs all earned against Gonzalez, so his outing now has become very mediocre. Going 6 1/3 and giving up 4 runs. So the double, he'll stay at 2nd base, will Mookie Betts. And here's Benintendi. 2-3-4, we got plate drama again with a runner on base, so we go back to plate drama. 4-4, catcher iron. No, he's not iron, so let's see here. Catcher unable to make play on towering foul ball for a strike. Otherwise, catcher rips off mask and catches the foul. So it's a foul out from Benintendi to Zunino. Since he wasn't iron, he was able to make that catch on the foul ball. And the inning is finally over, but it's a 3 spot for the Red Sox. So they respond to giving up the lead with scoring 3 of their own. That puts Chris Sale back in position to get the win, or at least be eligible for the win, as he leads it 4-1. He leads it by 3 runs, 4-1. So now, top of the 8th, and it'll be D. Gordon, top of the order, stepping up for the Mariners. Let's make sure we get this in play here. All right, D. Gordon, 1-4-5. Struggler, no. It's ground out to third. Actually, it's a left-hander, so it's a ground out to first. That's the way I call it. So 1 away, and that'll bring up Haniger. 3-5-6, that's a left-right split, and that's going to be a base hit based on that left-right split. Haniger's a righty, Sale's a lefty, so it's a base hit. So, like I said, when you don't think these things are going to come up, they come up to bite you. And Sale now may be starting to fade a little bit. He has no freshness anymore because he doesn't have the shutout. So they're going to the pen. Dave Roberts. I don't know why I said Dave Roberts. You know who I'm talking about. The Red Sox manager is going to make a move to the pen for Matt Barnes. Alex Cora, I'm thinking of Dave Roberts because he played for the Red Sox. It's Alex Cora making the call to the pen. And Matt Barnes, not Danny Barnes. Matt Barnes is coming in with Sale 7 1/3. 1 run allowed, but the runner on first is his responsibility. But now Nelson Cruz, the righty, is going to take on Barnes, who is already a semi-ace. He becomes an ace and a half on this first at bat. So big play here for Cruz. He is the designated hot batter in the game if it comes to that. 4-4-5. Workman, no, he's not a workman. Is he patient? No, he's not patient. He will ground to first. So that's out number 2. It will advance the runner to second. But now there are 2 outs. So they'll definitely trade the base position for the out. And that's going to bring up Ryan Healy. 2 outs and a runner at second. 4-1 Sox here in the 8th. 5-5-6. Is he an ace? He's a semi-ace. Decider says he's an ace, so it's a line out to third. And that's going to end the inning. So Barnes does a great job. Keeps the Mariners off the board. And that's going to be it for Colome. He went 2/3 of an inning. He's out of there. He gave up a hit, no runs, but did allow the inherited runners to score. So now we go to the bottom of the 8th, and we'll get a new pitcher in for the Mariners as Colome is done. And it's going to be J.D. Martinez, Moreland, and Bogart. So 2 righties and 1 lefty. So we'll see who they go to. They are going to go to You're going to go to Juan Nicasio. He is a struggler, but he's got double flash and double control. So Juan Nicasio, right-hander. They wanted the right-hander in there at least to face J.D. Martinez. So we're ready to go. J.D. Martinez against Nicasio, bottom of the 8th. 4-1 Sox. 4-4-5. Is he a workman? No, he's not a workman. Is he patient? He's not patient. Ground out to first. 1 away. So 1 down, and here's Keith Moreland. Four, 5, 6. Is he patient? No, he's not patient. Fly to center. That's out number 2, and we're going to the chemistry chart based on that for Xander Bogaerts. Nicasio facing Bogaerts on the chemistry chart. 5-6, they're both harmonious. Pitching team distance, nope. So it won't be ripped in the outfield. It'll be a strikeout, and that's going to end the inning. It's also in blue, but we're not going to go to the right now chart because we're going to have a pitching change, and that overrides those micro charts. So Matt Barnes, his day is done. He got the 2 batters he was responsible for. 2/3 of perfect relief of Sale. So now we go to the top of the 9th, and it will be Craig Kimbrell coming on for the Sox. Craig Kimbrell looking to close the deal. And he will be facing Seager, Heredia, and Zunino. Now, on the bench for the Mariners is Gamble, so I believe Gamble is going to pinch hit for Heredia. So we're going to insert Gamble as a pinch hitter for Heredia. And they also have Segura on the bench, so he may be coming on to pinch hit as well. But first things first, we got Seager, and then we're going to have Gamble to pinch hit for Heredia. So Seager to lead things off against Kimbrell in the top of the ninth. 1-3-4. Gold catcher. Leone is not gold. Is he a champion? No, he's not a champion. We got outfield drama. So in the outfield for the Sox, Betts is gold, Benintendi is semi-gold, and Jackie Bradley is gold. So chance for all three to be gold if we get the dot. We do not. 4-4. Outfield drama. Center fielder iron. No, Jackie Bradley is gold, so he's not iron. He won't drop in for a double. He'll make the catch for a fly out. One away. That was in purple, but that's going to be overridden because of the pinch hitter. So the pinch hitter is going to override that micro chart, and Ben Gamble will step in off the regular chart. One away. Here's Ben Gamble, lefty, facing Kimbrell. 2-6-6. Nope, it's not the leadoff batter. It's a fly to right. Had he gotten the pinch hit, 3-6-6, he would have got a single out of that. But instead, it's just a meager fly to right for out number 2. And the Mariners now down to their final out. And Zunino's the batter, but he's going to be called back. And Jean Segura is going to pinch hit. So Segura will pinch hit for Zunino. And if by some miracle this game goes to the bottom of the ninth, they will have Chris Herman, their backup catcher, on to catch. But right now, they're all about Jean Segura facing Kimbrell with 2 outs and the bases empty and a 4-1 lead. 1-4-5. Struggler notes, ground out to third. That's the ball game. So Craig Kimbrell, a 1-2-3 ninth inning, picks up the save for Chris Sale. No strikeouts for Kimbrell, but he doesn't care about that. That's the end of the inning, the end of the ball game. Gonzalez will take the loss. So let's do some totals here. We'll get the book out of the way and we'll bring the score sheet into play. And we'll figure out what's going on. We'll move all these things out of the way. All the umpires will leave the field, as they do when the game's over. So let's get the score sheet in full view. And we'll look and do the totals on Sale. He gave up 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So that's all Seattle got was 4 hits. They got 1 run on 4 hits and no errors. For the Sox, 4 runs. Let's see how many hits they got. Let's see here. 1. Let's do how many Gonzalez gave up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he gave up 5. And then Colomé gave up 1, and then Nicasio gave up nothing. So 6 hits for the Sox. 4-6-0 for the Sox. Let's do walks and strikeouts for Gonzalez. 1 strikeout, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 strikeouts and 2 walks is what I got him for unofficially. All right, let's go up to Sale strikeouts. 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. I think he capped it at 9. He got those 9 really quick. And after that, it was no more. But he didn't need any more. He got his 9 that he needed. And he hit a batter. But I don't think he walked 1. He did walk 1. So 1 walk in that. Let's do left on base for the Mariners. They left on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 5 on. And for the Sox, they left on 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 left on. Okay, this is unofficial because I did it kind of quick. But final line score, here on Manic Monday from Fenway. It is the Red Sox 4 and Seattle 1. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors, and 4 left on for the Sox. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors, and 5 left on for the Mariners. Winning pitcher was Chris Sale, as he goes 7 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned, a walk, and 9 strikeouts. He did hit a batter. And Marco Gonzalez takes the loss. He went 6 1/3, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Matt Barnes pitched 2/3 of an inning to get out of a jam in the 8th, and then Kimbrel had a clean 9th to pick up the save. So that's going to do it from Fenway. Manic Monday, History Maker Baseball. You see me play it with the Friends of the Community, and you saw me play it with the Stooges in the fictional set, but now we get to see it with real Major League action, and you can see it plays very well using the Major League teams. So no matter how you want to play it, it plays very, very well. So until next time, and I'm not sure, I think the next game is back to Status Pro, but don't quote me on it. I think it is. I think it's what we started with, was the Status Pro Jackie Robinson game. So I believe we're back to a Status Pro from 2015, a Major League game from 2015 on Status Pro. That will be next Monday, which will be July 1st. And aside from that, hope you had an enjoyable time watching this and chatting and seeing this game in action with real Major League players. Hopefully I didn't mess it up too much. Hopefully I don't know if not having the score sheet constantly on camera hurt it or not, or whether it helped having the base runners and having the little out things, the D10s I used to record outs, whether that made a difference or not. I try to get the book in play as much as possible so you can see all the things the book has to offer and all the checks and whatnot. And hopefully it turned out where you had a good time viewing it and chatting, and that's what it's all about, is enjoying the hobby. So from here, from Fenway, final score once again, Red Sox 4, Seattle 1. And until next time, play whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and we will see you all down the road.